Hi, my name is Laurie, and I struggle with bipolar disorder type 2 and borderline personality disorder. So I have been watching YouTube over the last couple of days, and there are so many videos about Selena Gomez. So apparently Selena Gomez got on Instagram and was crying hysterically because there were people being deported. And she specifically mentioned children and their confusion and their fear. And people really turned on her and have just been so mean and so cruel. But I think that this goes way beyond immigration. Yes, she does have a heart for that. It's something that, in her family, people immigrated over to this country. And my understanding is she was the first one born an actual U.S. citizen. So this is going to be something that's close to her heart. But I understand that she reacted to me in that video with someone who was really struggling because she has bipolar disorder. People with bipolar disorder are very empathetic. So if we see someone hurting, we don't always just sympathize with them and feel bad for them. Sometimes we literally take on their feelings and their emotions, and it feels like it's happening to us. That's just part of it. And so I get the feeling that maybe Selena had seen something on television about people being deported, and maybe she did see a child. And she saw, because she's sensitive to that, she saw that confusion, she saw that fear, and it broke her heart. And because she's empathetic, she took on that pain as if it were happening to her. Piers Morgan said that she was narcissistic and that she was making it about her. No, she has bipolar disorder. She's empathetic. Her brain is misfiring. Her emotions are so intense, and she's feeling it so much more intensely than what somebody else with a healthy brain who saw the exact same story and the exact same picture might handle it. Candace Owen made fun of her for turning the camera on herself. Well, people with bipolar disorder, when they're feeling that desperation and trying to figure out what to do, make bad decisions. You're right, Candace. Normal people don't just do that, but people with bipolar disorder might do that. I heard Megyn Kelly say that she was an actress acting. She wasn't acting. She was in pain. She was in pain. Her heart was broken and she felt desperate. She was so depressed and so distraught, and you could see that, you could hear it, and you could feel it. So many celebrities get up and they say, mental health, there's a stigma, and we need to stop that. We need to make people aware of mental illness. We need the stigma to stop. We need for people to get the treatment that they need, the help that they need. We need to try to understand. Well, here was your perfect opportunity to say, hey, here's Selena. She has been open and honest about her mental health struggles. Yeah, she seems to have maybe been a little more emotional than what you would think. And so we don't want to make fun or hurt her feelings, but I do disagree with her politics, and I do disagree with her line of thinking when it comes to deportation. This was the perfect time to stop the stigma and to stand behind someone with mental illness and not make it about politics and not make it about, thumbs up and liking and subscribing. This was the perfect time to have sympathy and compassion. But instead, it turned out that everybody was mean and cruel and making fun, and that's not fair. If Selena Gomez had told you that she had cancer and that she was going through chemo and radiation, and she was walking through an airport and her wig fell off and you could see that she was bald, would you be mean and cruel? Would you make fun of her? Would you make memes about it? Because if you wouldn't, then you don't need to be making fun of her now. Because let me tell you something about mental illness. It is just as severe, it is just as chronic, and it can be just as deadly as cancer. So if you wouldn't make fun of somebody with cancer, then you don't need to make fun of somebody who is struggling with their mental health. And she is obviously struggling. And now that everybody has turned on her, it's actually going to get worse for her. She is going to be more and more depressed. She is going to be like, why? I don't understand. What did I do? I wasn't trying to hurt anyone. And then she's going to spiral. She's going to spiral. But hopefully she has people, loved ones, therapists, whatever in place that can help her get through it. But because of the way that it was received, you can bet that she's fixing to spiral and she's fixing to get worse. And I just think it's a shame, because this was a perfect opportunity for people to handle this in a better way and yet still keep their side on immigration. Thank you for watching.